This would be so much easier to just start off with the list of shit that has terrorized me over the last 2 weeks. Power steering pump, high pressure power steering line, hydro booster, brake master cylinder, front calipers, both sides and pads. Then when I thought everything was good to go, no rear brakes. Turns out the rear axle seals were leaking in the back and had to pull both the axles out, clean everything out in there, which was a mess. It took me like a half a case of brake clean to clean it all out of there, put it back together, and then readjusted the rear brakes. Thank God I had Ryan to help me through the whole process, because it just made everything so much faster, and he ran me for parts, and it just made it funner working with Ryan like it always does. But anyway, finally got all that done. And then we run into the gearbox issue with the Walker MT deck. We'll discuss that more in a minute. Now, I can't be pissed about the money I've had to put in the dually in the last 2 weeks, because over the last like 5 years, I've really not put a dime into this truck. So I really can't complain, other than stuff I wanted to do, like when I ripped the bed off and Ryan and I built the dump and welded the bed together and all that stuff. That's stuff I wanted to do. It's not stuff that I had to do. So I really can't bitch. But the Walker issue, let's get on that. I was having, you know, if you guys have watched the videos, and then I did the 2 new gearboxes on there. Well, I was rushing, I screwed up, it was my own fault, and I ordered the wrong 2 gearboxes. I ordered the 2 gearboxes that say right rotation, which is what I thought. For some reason, that when I looked in the parts manual for the deck, that's the one it told me. Turns out I was wrong, and I needed the left rotation. Okay, so I ordered the 2 left rotation, and even though I didn't even drive 20 feet with those blades on, the guy wouldn't take them back. Wouldn't take the gearboxes back. So now I have 2 right ones. I took them off, I cleaned them up. They look just like brand new again. They are brand new. I'm trying to sell them. I know I'm not going to get all my money back, but hopefully I can recoup some of it. So we'll see what happens there. But so I contacted Walker. I put on Walker mower for him. I asked all over. You know, the manual definitely says both gearboxes are the same left gearboxes. But I wanted to know for sure. I wanted to hear from Walker. I talked to the people from Walker, but I asked Walker Mowers. I even tried to call their customer service line, and I left a message with their text. They never got back to me. I was talking to Tim Cromley from Walker, and we were going back and forth messaging, and he said that he was sitting right next to the manager of the techs, and he would have them call me back, and I gave him my number there too. Nobody from Walker ever called me back, so I assumed it's correct, but for some reason they are making a hideous sound, a hideous, horrible sound. And a lot of people have said, you know, that's just the way they are. They're just loud like that, the new aluminum ones. And you know, I've watched other people's videos, and I've heard it in there, and they said they do quiet over time. But you know, I've never had this issue with the MT. That thing's got 2,500 hours on it. The Walker B is up over 200 hours, 250 I think, and that's never been loud from day one. I mean, you have that little bit of gearbox sound, they all do, but it's never been like this. I mean, it's driving me crazy. And then yesterday went out, and everyone said just mow with it, and even Walker said just mow with it. You know, it'll quiet down. That's what the aluminum ones sound like. And so yesterday I was mowing with it, and then at certain times it sounded like it started to bog a little bit. Like, not the engine was staying fine, but it sounded like the deck was dragging, like it would go low pitch and then it'd come back real loud again. I checked the fluid is perfect in the gearbox. It's exactly where it's supposed to be. I looked underneath the deck, the blades are not hitting anywhere. They're in the exact position they're supposed to be in. I don't know, I don't freaking know, but I'll play a clip of it in this video and let you guys listen to it, and you can tell me what you think. But to me, it just doesn't sound right. It sounds like something's wrong there, and it's just driving me crazy. But anyway, that's why I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks. It's been one thing after the next, and not 2 weeks. I think it's been a week and a half since I made a video. But and even though people asked me if I'm going to take that video down now when I did step-by-step redoing the gearbox, I'm not going to, because I screwed up and I put the wrong boxes on there. But the principle and the whole concept is still exactly the same no matter what gearboxes you put on there. So, you know, there's no point in taking that video down. It still will 100% serve its purpose. But I'm going to get you guys a video today. Let's get something done here. That sounds horrible. It's cutting great. It's bagging like you wouldn't believe. It's packing it right in the hopper. It's doing really, really well. But it just sounds horrendous. It sounds like there's no gear oil in the gearboxes or something. Like it's metal to metal. It's just a horrible sounding. Like I said, I watch other people's videos that they've run their brand new walkers and they said mine's always sounded like that. And they're right, it does. But why then did my last one with 2,500 hours on it, why did those gearboxes not sound like that at all? And why is my Walker B with 250 hours I think is on it now from day one has never sounded like that and still doesn't? Why is that? They're not, they say that cast iron gearbox will be quieter, but I don't know, because I mean, well, maybe they are, but that's not the case here because they're all aluminum gearboxes. They were aluminum on this before, they're aluminum on it now, and the Walker B has aluminum. None of them are cast iron. So why are the other ones quiet and these ones aren't? I'm all wet, I'm nastied up. I just got home from the gym, but before I went to the gym, I found this little gem. Check this out. Look at that. There's the lid over there for across the gearboxes. This is a 56-inch side discharge. The same thing that is on my Walker B. The only difference is in my Walker B, there's the bar underneath you pop out, and there's a little box right there. You can stick the bar in to help lift the deck up. I always just grab the handle and flip it up anyway. I don't use that bar. And on the B, it has that bar that just flops down there, and this one has a stationary bar there. Other than that, it's identical to my 56 that is on the B. Why do I have this? That is a really good question. And the answer is, this thing is all cleaned up and ready to be sold. Now, I told you guys I'm selling this at the end of this year, and I may still use it before the year is up. But if I don't have to, I'm not going to. I like my walkers. I love the way they cut. I love what they do. I'm so good on them that I don't lose time. And a lot of people, I know it's a common misconception, you lose a lot of time on them. I'm so efficient with them and so fast with them, and I know them inside and out. And to be honest with you, that B is faster than this Wright Sport. Easy. Billy and I have raced them up and down multiple streets just screwing around. That B smokes this thing all day. But in all, I'm not mowing at 12 miles an hour anyway, so I don't need a mower that's 15, 20 miles an hour fast. But anyway, these walkers are plenty fast enough for what I do. I'm very efficient. I mean, come on, guys. I'm covering 72 accounts a week solo with those two mowers. I'm home by 3, 4 o'clock every day and still going to the gym. You know what I mean? And when Billy's with me, I'm home even earlier than that. So, and that includes 4 commercial properties, the church at over 4 acres on its own. You know, I can make these walkers work. But anyway, I love the walkers, and I love the way they cut. And the downfall of the MT with the hopper is that I use it in the spring and then I use it in the fall, and it sits all summer, and I really hate that mower sits. I want to use it, and so I use the B every chance I get because I love the cut, but I love the side discharge, and I don't want to be bagging all the time. So, which I know I can open the door in the back of the MT, which I've done multiple times, and it fans, the way the oscillator goes, it fans grass out fantastic, even when it's wet. But in the summer when it's Billy and I now, I know he's going to take that B. And so I saw this deck on Craigslist last night, the 56 side discharge. It was used personally on this guy's own lawn. He had an MT just like mine with the 48GHS deck, and he sold the machine, and the guy didn't want the 56 deck, which ironically, he special ordered that deck and bought that machine off the same dealer that I get my walkers from. Funny, but so anyway, he special ordered that deck, and he paid $2,600 roughly for that deck, and I know that they go for quite a bit. But that deck only has like 150, 200 hours on it, something like that. It's still practically brand new. And he sold it to me for $1,000. I couldn't beat it. It was just a smoking deal. So I already ordered the blower lockout kit for the Walker MT. I know I could just pop the belt off, but I ordered that kit. So now all I gotta do is pop that 48 GHS deck off and push the rod down for the blower lockout so that when I engage the blades, the blower isn't running and all the power goes directly to the deck, and throw that 56 side discharge on the deck. So now I have two 56-inch side discharge Walker mowers, and it cost me $1,000 versus going and buying another B or an H, which I was probably going to end up doing before next year. Probably not the H. And the only thing that has ever kept me from buying that H is it's damn 8 foot long. And if it wasn't for that machine being so long, I would already own one. But so now I have two 56-inch side discharges, and when I want to go to bag, and all I gotta do is swap that deck out, which takes like 2 minutes. I'm super quick at it. So another 56 side discharge. You guys will definitely be seeing this. So I come home to a care package from Tim Cromley. He sent me this shirt, Fast, Easy, Beautiful Mowing Walker. He sent me 2 of these camo shirts that have Walker on the back. There's nothing on the front, just that on the back there. Couple of Walker stickers, this new Walker hat, and that new Walker hat. I was talking to him and he asked if I liked all the new hats, and I told him these were my 2 favorite. He sent me those. And then for Billy, he sent this one here, different for the right reasons. There's another one, different for the right reasons. I'm going to give that to my little guy Noah, which you guys have seen in the videos many times. And then here's another one for Billy, Fast, Easy, Beautiful Mowing, just like that one there. So a big thank you to Tim Cromley for all this stuff that they sent me from Walker. And I know I'd mentioned before in the video that I was tired of them not like appreciating any of the things that a bunch of us guys do for Walker online, but I've been talking with him a lot lately. He's been helping me with my mowers. He sent me this stuff, and you know, they definitely have shown their appreciation to me lately. And so I'm very happy to say he sent me this. I didn't ask for any of it. He just said, I'm going to send you some stuff, and I'm going to send some shirts for your son, since he's working with you too. So just wanted to show all this in here.